Welcome back to On the Workbench. Today we're taking a look at this light. This is a 24 volt max Kobalt light. So if you're out hunting Kobalt XTR tools at your local Lowe's, you may run across this, which I believe is the first of the 24 volt tools to be officially discontinued, or maybe I should say updated. But you can probably find a really good deal. If you dig hard, you may be able to find one of these for around $35 to $40. Maybe a little more. Your mileage may vary. This was the display model as clearly marked on the box. So we're going to unbox this and see what you get with this. Again, this is rated for 1700 lumens. And, let's look at the back of the box before we open it up. So this suggests that obviously the 24 volt max and that you get 8 hours on low and you get 4 hours on high for your brightness levels. It has the 6 position 180 degree rotating head. 1700 lumens, and it is on a closable stand with 2 sizes of tripod mounts, one for 1/4 inch, which is your standard camera mount, and a 5/8, which is what you typically have on a surveyor's tripod. And made in China, no surprise. So when they say display, I'm actually surprised this still came in the bag. And so one of the reasons why I like this over the newer light is slightly more this size, but then it's got a bigger cage around it, but this obviously packs up to be more compact. So you see we've got the backside where the battery plugs in. Now unfortunately there is not a plug-in where you could connect a extension cord. That'd be great if there was a dual power option on this, as I think that's a great feature to have on all lights. Another thing of note here, there is not a second articulation for this top handle with the rubber overmold grip. So this stand here does fold out like this. And if we set this up, and I leave this sideways here, move the camera up here, we can then rotate this. And now you can see at this point when it's vertical, it is now, the blue handle is now up against the black of the legs. Rotate this the complete other way. So if you're putting this, say, over a hole, you can go down, and same issue here with the interference on that side. So there's quite a bit of articulation. You go about 180 degrees that way, or obviously you can then just pick it up and rotate it the other way around. The on-off switch here is on the top side. And then our tripod mounts are on the bottom. So there's our 5/8. And then here is our 1/4-20. And so the outside of this light is basically a large metal heatsink. And then now, just for comparison, to see how it performs, we're going to go ahead and put on a battery, and then we'll check the light output. And so you can see how this easily works, no problem. And if we look at the output, there's our first setting. Second setting is dimmer, and then off. So we've got high, low, off. So on high, if I get out my light meter, we're going to check the lumens on this to see if the lumens are as advertised. And so when converting into lumens, indeed I'm getting somewhere, the closer I get, this is changing the auto ranging from times 100 to times 10, but it looks like at about a foot away, we're easily getting 1700 lumens or slightly more. So it definitely outputs as promised. One quirk here, when this is on medium, this version, or at least my version of it, the tool here, is putting out a very high frequency sound, which is definitely obnoxious to me. If I was maybe 10 feet away, I'm not sure I would notice it. So one of the things that's nice about this is the fact that you can basically pack it up flat, so it takes up very minimal space in your toolbox or however else you're going to store it. So you can move all the legs all the way over like this, or like this, and then expand the tripod, keep your legs together. There's our mounts. And this should work with quite a few of the batteries. Obviously, one limitation with this, if you've got the newer, I believe it's a 6 amp hour battery, I've got some concern if the clearance would actually work, or if you'd have to get creative and just not be able to expand the stand. I don't have the bigger battery, but I think there's a way you could still make it work with it. In any event, this tool has been discontinued, and so if you're around Lowe's, the big reason for buying it is if you like the compact size, or you like the price on the deal that you get on it at Lowe's as well. So here's your look at the 1700 lumen discontinued Kobalt light. Hopefully you can find a good deal out there on this, and have a great day. Bye.